How you guys doing today? So this is how to install the freeze plug set for a 95 S10. It's a 2.2 liter. I believe it's pretty general. I mean, the core plugs, you install them all the same on every block as far as I'm aware. There's 4 of these big ones. There's 3 of them. The other one is back here. It's on the back side. There's 5 threaded plugs. There's 1. There's number 2 and number 3. And number 4 and number 5 are on the back of the block back here. Right there is 1, and down here is another. Right down there. That's under the cam cover. There's one on below the cam cover and above the cam cover on the 95 S10. The top one plugs the oil gallery. And I'm not really sure what the bottom one plugs, but make sure to put it in. So to get them out, I just took the trusty old hammer, trusty old hammer, big screwdriver, really big screwdriver. That's my engine stand. It's about as long as the front brace. So what you do is you're going to want to put the screwdriver on the inside lip right there, not on the lip of the actual core plug. You will nick up the inside in there, and it'll just tear it all up. It'll leak bad. You'll never get it back in there to not leaking anymore. So put it on the inside in there. You can see it's not on the outside, it's on the inside. You can give it, a couple, 2 or 3 good whacks on the bottom. If your screwdriver is sharp, it'll probably punch through there. And if it does, I just looked up a video. I had it happen to me. I just looked up a video on how to get a freeze plug out that had a hole in it. So one way to get them all out is put it here, down there in the corner of it. Give it 1 or 2 good whaps. If it moves and the top starts to come out, keep hitting the bottom. Keep driving the bottom in and put the top out. And as soon as, if it does work like that, grab the top part with the channel locks, pull it right out. If it doesn't work like that, give it 1 or 2 good, really good hits here, and then give 1 or 2 here. Basically on all 4 sides and across. And it should break it loose. If it breaks it loose, then go back to the bottom or to the top, whatever you've hit less and damaged less. Start there and just keep hitting there. And it should, like I said, pop the bottom out or pop the top. Whatever side you're not hitting is going to pop out. And that's for all 3 of these. All 3 of these are the same way. Just take the screwdriver, put it down in there a couple good times. If it breaks loose, just keep hitting it there. You can move it over a little bit so that you don't, puncture a hole in it or anything. Make sure if you do puncture a hole, the cylinder wall is right behind there. If you hit it too hard with the screwdriver, you can actually crack the cylinder wall. First, it'll never hold combustion in that cylinder anymore, so try not to do that. And that works for all 3 of these here. And then the back one, you do the same thing here. Hit it hard there. Put it right there in the bottom of it. Hit it hard. And you're going to want to keep that one like right in the corner and give it some really good smacks. Try to just hit it on one side on this one. The hole down in here and the coolant jack between the piston wall and where that core plug is. You can actually see the bronze down in there. Oh no, you can't. But it's right down in there. The hole's so much less there that if you drive that core plug in, it's kind of hard to get out. I did drive it in, and there's the proof. You see the new one installed, so you know that it can be undone. It just takes a little bit of time. And if you do drive it in, I just took a screwdriver, got it right on the edge, basically cut it in 2 spots, and then folded it over on itself and pulled it out. And that was the easiest way to get it out. As for in that freeze plug set for the 95 S10, there's those 4 big core plugs, 5 threaded plugs, and there is a 14 millimeter brass cup freeze plug for the oil gallery in the front. To remove the old one, there's going to be a hole in it already. It oils the timing chain and the timing chain tensioner. If there isn't a hole, if your car, it should, for the S10, there should always be a hole there. That's what in the earlier models, that's what blew out the timing chain tensioner really early. So they put a hole in there. That's a little bit of oil trickle out. So to get that one out, it's just right behind the cam gear. I think the cam gear is like a 22 millimeter, the bolt is, I believe. You just take that all off, take the big cam gear off, the big sprocket. Behind there you'll see the little brass freeze plug. You can just screw a screw into that, grab it with a pair of vice grips, lock them on there tight, rock back and forth, and it will pull out. Now installing it is kind of a little bit trickier. It's really hard to install that little cup style freeze plug without a freeze plug installer. But you can do it. Just put a socket up there or something that's just about the same size, and watch out for your fingers. As for these ones, to install these ones, the big ones over here, the 42.3 millimeter, as you can see on there, I use this 32 millimeter socket. It fits right on there just perfect. Just so if you guys are wondering, you know, it's 32 millimeters. And just because it's bigger on the outside, it fits just perfect. You can just, you know, hit that and with the hammer, drives it right in. It works for all four of the big ones. And then as for the threaded ones, that one right there, you just tighten them right in. Goes for this one as well, that one, and also the two on the back above and below the cam cover. There's one, and there's the other one. This is the freeze plug set, fps328, came from Partsology. Shipping was great, everything was great. They're actually a really good company. I will buy some more products from them. But that's basically it. If you guys do have any trouble, I just did all my searching online, and I found everything that I needed to get me out of the bind I was in. But have a great day, guys.